as the International Cultural Day, which within conjunction with student services, we educate students about the Westville campus and the Greater Durban region. We also have community outreaches, outings, and last but certainly not least, the International Cultural Day. This year's International Cultural Day is the greatest one yet, as it is now a university-wide celebration and not just an isolated event on our campus. As we speak, students at the Howard and Pietermaritzburg campuses are sharing in the experience that is International Cultural Day. I would like to take this moment to note that as the international student, we enjoy mentorship from the head of the international office, Dr. Premlal Ramlachan, who is more fondly known as Dr. Prem. A large amount of the successes that have been enjoyed by the International Students Association can be attributed to the hard work, dedication, and wisdom of Dr. Prem, who is truly an inspiration to all of us. As the International Students Association, we constantly strive to encourage a globalized mindset within ourselves and the people around us, as it is only when we can accept each other's differences and embrace them as a window to a new perspective in our lives that we can come together and tackle the problems of our society and our world. The vast majority of us in this room are students, and we are all here at this Institute of Higher Learning with one goal, studying, in order to invest in our futures. And while educational edification is important, I would like to stress on the importance of us as young people being more involved in the world around us and being more than just students, but globalized students who have a vision about a better world for us all. Thank you.
Moving on to the more exciting part of the day, I shall ask our first performers, who are actually from South Africa itself. These performers are going to do a little display of something quite different. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as South Africa takes the stage.
Trash. What do I make of this name that you call me? And what do I call this unexplored light that illuminates your uttered whispers? Is it what they call love? Or is it something less? No, you complete me. And you cushion your words with tender verses. You make tangible the heavenly nature of what we share, and you tell me how I was created for perfection. You satisfy your cravings of sweet orgasmic relief, and you explore my physique with thirsty eyes, hearts, and But you carelessly say what your mind receives from the command given by your heart. You yawn at my playfulness, and you ridicule my wisdom with cracks of mocking laughter. You overstep my guards, and you exploit the mysteries of my weeded garden. You peek, and you point at what you see, and then you shake your head as if to tell me of my worthlessness. You use my name as if to count how many times you would hurt me. You tire my spirit, and you overwork my shortened lifespan. You feed me air of lethal mercury, and you place a mask on your face, and you remain untouched. I wither into a malnutrition infant, yet I still feed on your toxic words. I search in hope for hidden meanings, and I dream of death, of how life would be without you not existing. So, what would I do without your judgmental eyes? And what would I do without your unkind words? Who would I be without you putting my spirit down? And what would I do without this name that you call me? Without you, would my name still be trash? So when our fire fades, it takes away the haze that blinded me from you. My eyes had been repeatedly gorged by the knives of your words. And yes, I realized that I had been sitting on a heap of septic lies, feeding off their maggots and drinking of their succulent oozing juices. How attractive this perfection is, huh? Baby, you so hot, trash. That's what I am. A heap of volcanic recycled matter. From man to man to man to man.
See, she was the girl of my hopes and dreams, but she had her hopes and dreams, it seems. See, hopes and dreams of having late-night bedroom heat on street corners, her river of emotion flooded the narrow gates of the temple. flooded the narrow gates of the temple, striking smiles on Sunday morning behind altars of adulterers, burning incense of misconstrued infatuation, convinced that her shadows are left unmarked. Her mask of denial flood the narrow gates. Her mask of denial flood the narrow gates, to where even a bird can see her soul burning with the passion for the hate on broad daylight, exposed to emptiness, the nakedness of Eve as she sold the image of God for a quick bite. The Garden of Eden turned into a quick one-stop shop, rendering special services to credit holders who give a pat on the back for another deceit campaign, commemorating monuments of dead heroes, marked by elusive pleasures that serve her with nothing but meaninglessness. See, once upon a time, I had a great testimony of her, but from a time where she was fired up by the scrolls of creation through grace, now she has looming shadows on her closet, stacked with the secret wells of passion, the emancipation of her longing heart, drawing secret rules of engagements, wearing a plastic face as her forefront, striking a smile on Sunday morning behind altars of adulterers, burning incense of misconstrued infatuations. See, because I love her, I still wait for her though. I still wait for a day that her infidelity will taste the glimpse of light, her pretense taken away, blown away by the brilliant light to the seashores of forbidden lies, to a place where she will lay bare on the shoulders of truth, the spinal cord for all those crippled by deceit. But I will dust the dirt of my ulster and keep moving forward. Because she was the girl of my hopes and dreams, but she had her hopes and dreams, it seems.
I wonder if I will find the goal of my hopes and dreams someday. I'd like to acknowledge in our presence the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Law and Management, Professor John Mubangizi, who was with us today. Thank you, Professor. This brings me to bring forward the guest of honor today. This is the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Research. I wouldn't say an international student, but a leader of the world, representing his country, not just his country, but all of us foreigners out there here, so that we are not considered as foreigners, but as one people. Ladies and gentlemen, may you help me in welcoming Professor Nelson Ijumba.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the organizers for asking me to speak at this very special day, International Cultural Day. And I see from where I'm standing lots of colors. I think that's an indication of how diverse and how colorful our cultures are and how colorful it is to mingle among each other. I've been introduced as the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, and I don't think research plays a role here, so I don't think I'll be speaking research, but just to share with you the experiences and even maybe as an international student. Maybe if I can ask, what's the most common thing about an international student? One thing in common. What do international students have in common? Pardon? What? Homesickle? No. I think they're adventurous. It takes somebody with an adventurous spirit to leave your country, to come and study elsewhere. For whatever reason you came here, I think that takes a spirit of adventure. Now, for you who are younger in age, I think it's much easier now to be an international student. Because first of all, there is so much improvement in communication that you have an idea of where you are going. You can imagine people traveled, or international students, about 50 or even 20 years ago. There was no internet, there was no Google, there was nothing. You just looked at maybe the prospectus of the university where you want to go, which was posted to you, so it means it took months to come. And then you get it, you look at it, you have no idea, just reading. But apart from the pictures that are there, you can't form any opinion. But these days it's so easy. If you want to go somewhere, you just Google the place, check what is there. You can even use the Google Earth. You can even check the roads where you're supposed to go, and if that's... so it's less onerous in terms of making a decision to travel. Another thing is that because of ease in communication, if you are far away, it's much easier to keep in touch with friends and relatives. You can imagine those days you'd send letters or faxes as things improved, but now you can SMS, you can Skype, it's even much easier to see the person you're talking with. So the strain of being away from home is less than if you were a bit advanced in age like some of us here. And also I think another factor is that it's very easy to send money. I think, I'm sure some of you are here, it's very easy. You just send an email to your dad or your mom or whatever, I need some money, and then the next thing, go to the ATM, there is money. There's a new system now, it's called, it's been introduced by Vodacom. It's a Swahili name, but it's an abbreviated Swahili name, but it doesn't matter. Just an SMS, you can go to an ATM and get your money. It's very, very easy. During those days, we had to get it's called a money order, which means you have to be